I'm really glad to be here. We are we live?
Hold on. Yeah, we're live.
That's how you know you're old when you do that commercial. I used to say, is it live or is it Memorex?
Oh, I remember.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And Ella Fitzgerald was like, and then the glass broke. Because I got nothing to do
Don't
with her
switch to
face.
camera one.
Are we? I'm kidding. I love Ella Fitzgerald.
No, yeah, no, I was
my
just saying
daughter
for now.
wrote a self-thing book. If you guys could like record on, like, if you could help me promote you, that would help me so much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Help me.
it's like, I swear, I think somebody was calling for you especially the other day, and I hope, I don't know, but it was like, they were doing this Jamie Kennedy kind of guy when he was young, because I used to work with Jamie. I was like,
Sure.
and I said, forgive me.
No.
What's your name again?
Art. Hi.
Ari?
Art.
Art?
Yes.
All right, like art. All right, like art. Okay, there we go. Wow, look at these two brothers, right? Me and baby brother. Wow, this is exciting. Everybody's walking in. Hip hop, hooray! Ho! Ho! Look at you, babe. You got your members only going on.
Yeah.
And we're live here at LASC, the acronym for LA School of Comedy, where the laughter doesn't stop. It just keeps going and going and going until finally you've lost your mind. And they're going to take me away. Aha, they're going to take me away. Oh, hee hee. What a happy place with its birds and farms and chirping. Oh my God. All I want to tell you is that it's going to be a great time, great weekend. If you have to do anything, if you have to use the bathroom, if you have to, you just can't stop yourself, you have to vape, please don't follow the leader. Just let somebody tinkle by themselves. Because remember, you want an audience for you, and I want an audience for you. And with that being said, I would like for you to speak very clearly when you say where you can find me. For example, you guys can find me, I'm Sunda Kroonquist. You can find me at Sunda Live on all platforms. That would be nice as opposed to, you know, the guy that came on us. Okay, I got it. And I said, hey man, how you doing? You can find me, and I can't hear you. So I'm just, that's just a note, And also here, I'm that paranoid that I had. See, I knew that he was gonna cough like that. You want tissue?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm sorry.
It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just want you to know that this is sterilized, and after you go up, I'm definitely gonna sterilize to keep us both safe.
I appreciate it.
I'm kidding. What a night, what a day. There's too much stuff going on in the world, and I know you've never seen me like this, right? This is so crazy, right? I know my family's not watching, so I can tell you all this. It really hurts when somebody that you really love and is this close to, and the person who's in charge of that person says, tell your family to chill out, and we'll keep you updated. Yeah, like what do you do? It's leave, right? Right? Like, don't go away mad, just go away, right?
Yeah.
But that's hard. That's really hard, so I like to start with a big bang like that. Because when you're mixed and you come from a family that is really different, just say they all look like Albert, right? Just say they're all Albert's color and you don't know that you're not Albert's color. For some reason, you have no idea that you are different. It's crazy. Because, you know, people are like, you stay with them? I was like, them? That's my family. I knew about them way before you motherfuckers talk about they, them, okay? Because you know when somebody got some tar in them, they, you know what I'm talking about? I'm at my aunt's house, and one of her friends goes up to her and says, you know that one in the kitchen with that white man? I knew she was black. And my aunt goes, what? She goes, the one with the baby. I knew she was black. And my aunt goes, yeah, it's my niece. She was like, oh my God, how crazy is that, right? When they think it's something that you're not. It's okay. But I take the blame for everyone, just like it's the Ralph's, the friggin' Empire Chicken. Rotten. He's not gonna be a sponsor. Don't worry. I returned the chicken because it was rotten. Now I got Miss Andy behind the counter. She said, your hair look pretty. I said, thank you. And she said, you Persian? I said, I am Persian. And I am returning the chicken. And your chicken's funky. Y'all got some funky chicken.
Yeah.
Show me how funky. Here's your chicken now. They don't know what you're doing. I hurt so bad from doing this. I fell in the washing machine room. Okay, so I'm like, lucky me, nobody can see it. I get a phone call from this girl in my building. She goes, Sunda, she goes, this is the main line. She goes, this is so-and-so, the Persian girl in your building. Who's not Persian? Who is not Persian? They don't even know I'm not Persian. I translate for people. Did you know that? I'm speaking English too. Tape a recorder, he's like a tape recorder. They need me. Please, Linda, come. And the worst is when they fall down and they ask me to pick them up. I'm gonna fall down too. And then I see my future down there. I'm like, cover that up. Oh my God! Somebody give her a hit off a bomb. Give her a shotgun. Shoot a button, run. So we have a lot of fun in this place. This place is a beautiful place where you get your headshots done. If you have a self-tape, you can call in. There's not many places that offer you the kinds of things that we have to offer. And I'd love to do a great big commercial, but I want to give a big round of applause to your comedy concierge who keeps this show going all the time. That's Samantha Linderman. A round of applause for Samantha. And of course, they whom edit your tapes when you don't put your name clearly. Let's get up to your producer, Jason Ham. Jason Ham Productions. And of course, our in-house scholar for the summer, the one and only Miss Jackie.
Jackie!
Yes, Jackie!
Welcome, Jackie!
Jackie, we want to welcome you on board because it's going to be a really delightful night. And I know that because I'm not going to be here. And not because of choice, it's because my mouth is too dry for that. But I gotta tell you something. I haven't seen this gentleman in a minute. And he's always going on late. I want to see what's going to change when we put him up a little bit earlier, and let's get a little fun out of HBO's very own Albert Linton. Let me hear you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my love, and thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is exciting. I'm negotiating how I'm going to get up here because once I get up here, I have to also get down.
Bring it down.
So we'll go by that. Oh, that
You made
went
it.
a lot easier than expected. Somehow I feel like I'm wobbly. How are you guys doing?
All right.
Now, I don't really care. I'm so glad to see you. I wish you weren't here. I have had a marvelous day. It sucked all damn day long. Yeah, but it's good to be here. No, I hate being here. When I leave here, I'm coming back. How many other contradictions can I do? So it's good to be here. Saw myself on TV on my show, LASC. It's called LASC.
All right.
It's on HBO. So all three of my scenes made the editor's cut.
Yeah.
Because you know you got to make the film, and then you got to survive the fucking editor, right? Because if they don't like you, boop, you end up on the cutting room floor.
Hey.
Well, all three of my scenes made it, so
All right.
I am really happy about that. It's not like they paid me more money or anything, you know, but they paid me at first. So. Well, it's just good to be laying on the couch, you know, and then all of a sudden, boom, your show is coming up. And the woman who is like the lead actress, Marianne Bashir, oh gosh, she's so worth watching. From a male perspective, she's worth watching. So. Do I have a scene with her? I do, but she's she's sitting at the couch. She's sitting, and then you know I go over and I snatch my granddaughter from her daughter. Snatch my granddaughter. Walk out. Oh yeah, I don't say fuck you. I just look at her because I think she killed my son. So anyway,
You know she know.
she did. So it's good to be laying there and have it come on like that. So then you feel validated for being in LA. Because it's tough to be in LA. It's fucking tough. The traffic is horrific. God, the roads are awful. The only redeeming factor about LA are the people. That's pretty much it. And only some of them. Some of you are not included. I'm just kidding. No, I really enjoy being here. And it's because of the people that I know. I get to come over here and stand on stage and do 10 minutes of stand-up comedy. I get to go to the Comedy Store and meet my old friends. I saw Sarah Tiana, one of the greatest comics I know. She is a female from birth, and she is hot, and she is very funny. So I saw her. So Argus Hamilton over there.
goodness,
Argus
God bless
Hamilton. God, if you ever get a chance to see someone do comedy and you have to make a choice, if Argus is one of the choices, choose Argus. Because he's going to show you how it's actually done. That guy is so funny.
Brilliant.
And he dresses so well. Maybe it's the way he dresses. I don't know. I just like the way people dress. I get all excited. So the Comedy Store. I can also go to the Laugh Factory. They kind of look at me kind of odd at the Laugh Factory. Like, who's caring for you, old man? Why are you out this late by yourself? Where's your nurse? I wish I had one. You know?
These are my teeth.
I wish I had one. I wish I had a nurse. A female nurse. You know, I don't want a male nurse. Because, you know, I don't like guys. I like you guys. Mostly. But I don't have a female nurse either. So, although they have been telling me that they're going to get someone to come by my house and clean my house for me, as if to say my house is dirty, which it is. But they want someone to help me out. You know, right now I have a laundry service. I put all my dirty clothes on my patio, and they take it off the patio, bring it back clean. I like that, and they're paying for it. And they want to send someone over to my house to check on me from time to time because I'm so old. They don't want to wake up one day and I've been in bed dead for 5 or 6 days. Some kind of shit like that. So they're looking out for me, and that's good. I don't need any looking out though, because I get up in the morning and I go out. First thing I do is get out of bed. I don't lay around. I get up and I go out. And the first thing I'm looking for is a girl. That's all I ever look for. Women. I drive the street looking. Oh, that's a pretty one, and I keep driving. I don't let them see me staring at them though, because that would be rude, and that would label me a pervert. And I am not a pervert unless I'm in secret. All right. So, did I have any comedy today? Did I have a joke I wanted to do? I wanted to work on some old stuff. I like my shopping material that I wrote years ago. How does that start? Most men don't like to shop, but I do. I like to shop mainly because women are there, and I like to see what women are doing because I just love women. My favorite thing to do when I shop, though, is to stand in front of the store window and fantasize about how the clothes are going to look on me. Yeah, but that pisses off the manager at Victoria's Secret, but I do that shit anyway because I'm rebellious that way. What else is there in that? I was shopping the other day and I saw this woman. She stopped in the mall to feed her baby, and a newborn baby, and some of the other shoppers got offended. So they complained to the security guard, and the security guard goes over and says, "Ma'am, you can't do that here. If you want to breastfeed your baby, you have to go to the restroom to do that." What? When was it the last time you got hungry and went to the bathroom? I'd hate to know what the catch of the day is in there. So she got pissed off and she left the mall. But the next day she came back. 50 other women, they all sat around the mall and they all started breastfeeding their babies right there. And I say, yes, yes, that's what women have to do. Women have to take this matter into their own hands. Women have to nip this thing in the bud. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day women will declare their freedom from the straps that bind. That one day women will join in a great march across America, black women and white women, big breasts and little breasts, silicone saline, join hands with black men and white men, big chest or sunken chest, beer bellies and butt cracks, join hands as brothers and sisters. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day every flat breast shall be exalted, that every boob and hooter shall be made known, the wrinkled places made soft, the rough places made smooth, and the glory of womanhood shall be revealed, and all men shall see them together. And this is our hope. This is the faith we go home with tonight, and with this faith we'll be able to
Bring on, brother, preach.
We'll be able to
Continue spreading love.
To unwind the straps that bind our women, to tear off the straps that bind our women and turn them into a liberating symphony for our satisfaction. And so I say to you tonight, my brothers and sisters, let freedom ring. Let freedom ring from the nubs in the training bra to the withered titties on grandma. Let freedom ring. Let freedom ring from the secrets of Victoria to the fragrance of Hollywood. Let freedom ring. And when we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring free and clear, we will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, titties are free at last. Hallelujah! Thank you. Hallelujah! Amen. Ow! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
Amen to those titties.
I know, it's so hard, isn't it? Albert Linton Comedy on Facebook and on Instagram, Albert Linton Comedy. Thank you.
There you go. There you go. There you know. Now you know. Listen, guys, I meant to tell you, when this red light comes on, show them what it looks like, Sammy. Jackie.
Look at like
Turn it on so
do the
they
light
see
to
it.
show them, yeah.
Just want to show you.
Meets two.
See that? So everybody saw it. Just want to be sure. Okay. Yeah, means two. Yeah, you got two left.
And then when you're done, flash it. No, it's gotta be.
Well, I mean, we're going to keep
yeah.
going anyway, but she's right. We just want you to pay attention. And listen, if you want a copy of your footage, Jason is here. Get your stuff in. Sam is here. Get your stuff in. Jackie, we have for another 7 weeks. Get whatever you need done. And I'm just saying that because, you know, when the team breaks up, it's like great to have one space to go, I think. The guy who owned this place did it. I mean, you know. But then again, that was the guy who owned this place. He was successful. He didn't mess with no comedians, that's why. He's like, no, that's another breed. But the more you know, hey, the more you see, the more you know. We got the comedy of Angela Lobo. Where's Lobo? Lobo. Bang, Lobo.
I'm really happy to be here. I missed everyone. I didn't think I was coming up. Yes. Well, I don't have any new material, but I was thinking. You know, I'm just turned 53 years young.
Yeah.
And I'm having good times, right? Like my best times of my life. Except for this morning. I got up and I had to run some errands. I never thought I'd be running errands. You know, when I'm 19, I'm just out there partying, having fun. Yeah, my ring went off too. I got a ring. I'm afraid. I got a ring camera. But I said, okay, I got to deposit this little check, so I'm going to go down to the ATM. And my ATM's got a little drive-through window. And I still got to get out to get to the ATM. But there was an elderly couple in front of me, and she's using the ATM. And I found myself, I don't know about this, about anybody else, but I get impatient these days. I'm looking at the clock like, hey, get going, right? I got to deposit this check. And I don't know if it's just me, but everybody now seems to be driving as elderly people. It's like they got the booster shot, and then on the road, I need to live my best life before I die. So I get to the ATM, and finally they move on, and I go and I pull up, and I open my gas tank. And I get out, and I take the cap off, and I go, where did they put the pump? I forgot. I was going to the ATM. This is how I know I'm getting old. I'm aging, man. And you know, you talk about titties, man. I was thinking about this the other day. You know, I get bored. I'm online. You know, online dating. Swipe right, swipe left. And I come across my ex-wife.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's what I said. But I check it out. I put my glasses on. Again, I'm aging. I put it on. I start looking. I was like, damn, she looks pretty good. She's got thongs on. And I start reading the profile. Looking for the man of my life. I will take care of him. He takes care of me. I did that. I was doing that. Pet peeves. Don't leave the toilet seat up. I was like, yeah, that's right. I did that too. Must take out trash. I was like, oh, hell no. Swipe left. I'm not going back to that. You know. Yeah, and I blocked. You know, you get the button on that thing. It's like, block. I thought about reconciling. There's plenty of fish in the sea. But you know, the only thing I miss about marriage is my cul-de-sac. Like it was my home. It was my house. It was a dream to live in the cul-de-sac. And we had neighbors, man. I had my next door neighbor, Jesus, who's a gardener. He never did his lawn. Weeds up to here. HOA would leave notes on his door. Hey man, you gotta leave. And one day he comes up to me and says, Angelo, I live through you, man. I see you through the window doing cocaine. I want to do it too, but my wife will kill me. I was like, okay, you know. And then, but my favorite neighbor was Marine Mike. Oh man, that guy had the most immaculate grass. He would cut the grass, and you wouldn't see a blade out of place. And he would come over and say, I was in Vietnam. I was up to Lily's up to here, man. I was shooting them, man. I got purple star, purple light. And he was married to a little Filipino lady. She'd come out the door. Don't lie, you're always lying, you goddammit. You're lying all the time. You're not lying. Why are you lying? You were in Iraq. And then she walked back in. He said, "Yo, bitch, get the bag. I told you, next week you're gonna mow this lawn. Get back in there and make some lumpia." And she come back out and say, "You're lying. I know you're lying. I brought you to this country. I brought you here." And man, he would go back and go, I told you, get back inside. That's what I did to you in Vietnam. But you know, my neighbors were great, but I was always hired to get along with them, you know? It was just great to be there. And I was thinking about this too the other day. My ex called me up and said, it was around Valentine's Day. And she calls me and says, "Look, I'm dating this guy, but it's a really pain in the ass because he's not like you." I said, what are you calling me on Valentine's? This is my mind going like this, right?
Right.
You calling me on Valentine's Day for another guy? There's something wrong with this picture. She said, "Well, I just wanted to talk to you. He's like in the garage right now." She's in my garage, right? I'm thinking of this. And I said, "Look, I found myself being a friend." I said, "Why don't you just take care of him? He's a nice guy. Hang out with him and see how it goes." And as soon as I hung up, what did I say? The magic words. Better him than me. I was so happy to have lost the house. Sometimes God works in strange ways, right? But yeah, man, I got some great children. My son the other day was trying to bribe me. And he said, "Dad, I really want a new car when I get my license." I was like, "Well, I really want good grades." You know, goes both ways. You want a car, I want good grades. Yeah. But you know, having kids it's challenging. My 19-year-old the other day, he's ready to travel the world, and you know, he said, "I'm going to pay my own phone bill, Dad. I want to take over." Now most parents would be pretty proud of that, but somehow I was missing it. I was like, man, he don't need me anymore. There's something wrong with this. I was going through withdrawals. Like, what? You gonna pay your own phone bill? You really not gonna call me? I'm gonna be alone. This agent's really getting to me, man. He's like, "No, Dad, I got you. I'm gonna take care of my phone bill, and I'm going across the country. I'm gonna travel." I never did that when I was his age, and I got jealous. That's a true story, man. I got jealous. Like, goddamn, this kid's 19, he's gonna travel the world, and I gotta go to work. Generation has changed. Yeah. But it's all fun, man. I'm just having a good time. I'm really happy to be here. You know, I've been working every day. And when I was young, I was groomed to be a criminal.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I was groomed to be a criminal. And I remember I used to sell dime bags. You remember those old days?
Oh,
You could sell dime bags, but then you end up in jail for like decades. Now I can drive a truckload full of it, sell it to police, and they're still been my best friends. Well, what the world is coming to? I don't know. I was in Lowe's the other day, and this old lady, she's walking and she's like, "I'm gonna buy some lumber." I said, "Well, how old are you?" She's like, 90. I said, "What the fuck you doing in Lowe's?" She's like, "What are you buying?" "I'm gonna build a shed." I'm like, "You're 90. Is this really what they mean, DIY or DIY? I was so crazy, man. Yeah. She ended up getting in an accident in the parking lot.
Oh my God.
Because she was parked and she fell asleep with her reverse lights on. And you know, these people drive me crazy. I'm sitting waiting for a spot, right? And all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, she's gonna move. 10 minutes goes by, she's still there. 20 minutes goes by, she starts, "What the heck? I need the space." She fell asleep with the parking lot with the reverse lights on.
Oh my God.
You can't make this stuff up, man. World is going crazy. We're going crazy. It's like they got the booster shot and boom, they want to live life. I don't know. That's what I think. Just my opinion. I'm up here with my opinion. Don't take this home. But it's good to be venting and ranting and raving. I don't know how much time I got left, but this is all good stuff for me because I can sleep better tonight. All right, well, I got the light. I want to thank all of you for coming, and you know, I walked in here the other day, and
You got 2 minutes.
I got 2 minutes. Oh, you're all right. I like you. I don't care what they said when I came in about you, but I like you. You remind me of my son, man. I'm not paying your cell phone bill. But you know, I was thinking about something. I walked into a place the other day, and they said, "Oh, here comes the pimp comic." I never thought about that profession. Until now. Two ladies there, man, who made some money tonight. Yeah, you. Pimp. Can you imagine being a pimp? Come on, I would think I would go for like, I'd pimp out little people. I would. My cousin was dating someone who was little people, a little person, and he's like, "Oh man, we're gonna go see my girlfriend." And he pulls up and he parks and he says, "What do you think? What do you think?" I was like, "I didn't see anybody." And all of a sudden I see these hands. "Hi, baby. What's up?" And I was like, "Okay, I guess there's something to it." Anyway, thank you. I love all of you. You can find me on Instagram, Aguinello Lobo. Aguinello Lobo. Cabo Verdeano, Aguinello Lobo. Obrigado. Thanks, Miss Sunda. Thanks, all of you. I love you.
Okay, come back here. How do you say this? So I want to say, and I just spilled this on myself, by the way. I didn't sneeze, but you made me laugh. So I want to say buonanotte. How do you say it? How do you say good night?
Boa noite. Boa noite.
Boa noite.
E tudo tem boa noite, creio e tudo tchau. Obrigado por ter ali. Translation. Everyone have a good night. I love all of you. Thanks for having me.
He is from Cape Verde, the Cape Verde Islands. Have you been there? No, but you're going to come up here. Let's give it up for the one and only Sarush. Let him hear you.
Good looking crowd. Good looking comedians. You are a good looking man. Good looking.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
From all angles. All angles. Just not the top. Just not the top.
I forgot my vagina joke.
Your what?
No, it's good. Thank you, man. Thank you.
You're good, man. You look good. I have never seen like your arms are ginormous. You must work out. You got like your clothes look like to the nines. You look really good, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Really
Thank
good.
you.
I feel like there's a difference between you and Patty. Like you and Patty, like, I feel like you're like out on the streets. Are you like, do you go out and like?
I live on Fifth Avenue sometimes. Yeah.
You live on Fifth Avenue. All right, cool. You just go out. You meet girls. Patty is
Rarely leave the basement.
He's done. Like, look at him. He is very, very relaxed and enjoy. Like you fit into those patterns. You know what I mean? Like you got your shirt in there. You're looking good. You're looking tight. Patty is just like, are you wearing? You're not even
Like a homeless woman on laundry day.
a homeless woman on laundry day. Wait, do you have sweats or are those jeans?
These are black jeans.
Those are black jeans. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Maybe you dress up. Wait, do you dress up? Do you dress up?
Yeah, he does.
Well,
That's actually
if I
classic.
wear
I
a
like
suit,
I
what
like
I'm
your
used to
style.
hearing is, "Will the defendant please rise?"
I'm not.
You know, I don't normally dress up. These are skinny jeans, so I needed a shoehorn to get my balls in. They were not happy when
That's good. I'm supposed to be telling jokes. Patty is just crushing from the back. That's what's going on there. I love your relationship with each other. She's like giving you water. She like pour you like Lay's chips. You guys are just like are so sweet.
Symbiotic.
Peel me a grape. Right?
What do you guys like? What is the
How do we
craziest?
identify?
How does this relationship work? Because we see
It's work.
It's like
real
here.
work.
Real work.
What do you guys do? Like
Real work.
you guys hanging out together outside?
We don't
of-
hang out.
You don't hang out.
We work.
We never
You
hang
just
out.
work
We
out.
never hung out. We never met.
Really?
Isn't that crazy? We have a good time doing it sometimes,
That's it.
but that's what we do, and we work, and we are the real blacks. We're like the Black Hacks show, but we're the real ones. They're my jokes they're using, but we're the real ones.
Oh, the hacks. We're like hacks, but real.
Huh?
You write for that?
No. A lot of people keep asking me that.
Oh, okay.
It's my joke that they.
Wait,
Oh,
Black hats?
Blacks. You know Hacks, the show?
No.
Oh, you
Come
got
on,
it.
your comment.
great show.
You got
I
it.
guess I need to know it. I don't know it. Okay. Black
All right.
black hats.
No.
No, just hacks.
Oh,
Don't put it out there. They'll steal it before I register it. but it's called Hacks, and it's about a writer and like a 90-year-old white woman that's trying to look 70. And I love her. She's very, very good.
Okay. I'll have to look it up.
Elizabeth Smart, you know the name, sorry. It's not something?
Elizabeth Smart?
Yes, Elizabeth Smart.
Wasn't she a kidnap victim?
That's what I thought!
See, this is what just happens during my set. It's just a conversation. That's pretty much what just happens during my set. I'm not a very enforcing, I'm not gonna like, no. Quiet. I relax. I let you guys talk. It's good.
Talk to myself.
Yeah. I will get to that. I get scared on stage, so this is me calming down and just trying to come from a playful place. I love how you can tell who has worked here the longest, because I feel like we have Jackie, this is just Jackie. Give it up for Jackie.
Yes. Okay.
Jackie is dressed up. She has a collared shirt on. She has pants that are really nice. And
That's right. That's my girl
like,
dressed up.
she's just like, this is the first time she's here. And then you have people who just don't give a fuck anymore. You have Sam in her Birkenstocks, and she's like in her nice
Sleep shirt.
the Ghostbusters shirt. We got Jason just like letting the hair flow. Just like he's got some Wait, what do you have on as shoes, Jackie?
Huh? Jackie's got the best shoes.
You're
She's got
trying
great
to get a hoof
No, I
shot.
just have a hoof
Just
shot.
okay,
So
let's just
true.
assume amazing shoes.
She
Amazing.
walks.
Amazing shoes when she walks.
Amazing.
That's good. Like I feel like Jackie would probably walk in like maybe like an hour ahead. Maybe Sam gets here like 5 minutes till. Probably not. But like, let's see what else would Jackie do. Maybe Jackie like cleans up afterwards. She's like cleaning everything. Sam's like you can just leave it there. Don't like we got Lay's. Maybe the Lay's are out for a couple weeks. Like Jackie's like, I want to put those away. Maybe throw them out. And Sam's like, they're still good. Let's eat them. They're so great. They're tasty.
Keep blocking the tape.
Walking the tape?
You're watching the tape. I'm kidding.
Watching the tape. I don't. What does that mean?
It means you're watching the footage. It's a joke. Since you're saying that, how would you know that without looking at
That's
That's a callback to your joke, right?
It's a callback. Okay.
To that
didn't-
symbiotic relationship that you started. It's your own joke.
Okay.
Went over your hair?
It's still there.
They're beautiful.
Beautiful hair. I don't even have to say anything. It's
Nothing.
It's amazing.
Absolutely nothing.
It's amazing. I'm a silly person. I go up to a lot of girls. I don't really have much of a fear. My relationship with fear is very healthy. Like, if I'm scared of heights, I jump from a plane. Like, if I'm scared of a girl, I go up to her. If I'm scared of a stage, I'll go up. I just like force myself to do it. But like, it makes me put myself in like weird situations. Like one time I was working at Trader Joe's and I saw this beautiful girl, and like I was like, oh, I gotta go up to her. Like I have to I'm just like I don't care what my boss says. I'm gonna go. And I go up to her, and I like said, I'm like, hey, I think you're beautiful. Like, would you ever want to go out sometime? And she's like, oh, my husband's around the corner. I just don't see the ring. Yeah, I should. This was like early days of me just not checking for the ring, and I'm a dummy. So like it takes me one time. One time I was in an airport, and I saw this beautiful girl with like her grandma, her mom. They were having drinks. I was like, I'm gonna go up to her. They start leaving. They like walk back to where their luggage is. I get to her. I'm like, I check for the ring. Nothing. I'm like, great. I go up to her, and then like all of a sudden like I see her like pick something up, and like I see her and then I start seeing other people around her, and the thing, and then I'm like, hey, like I think you're, and then like I just see a baby, and then next to the baby I see the grandma, the grandpa, I see her husband, and I say like I think you're like, and then I was like fuck, and I was like I think you're really pretty, blah, blah, blah. And then everybody laughs. It was a lot. See, I'm not the most, like I'm not smooth. I'm not gonna read the social cues very well. And then everybody was laughing, everybody but the husband. And then and so it's just like I get so into it. I don't know what it is. What are some other? God damn it! Like one time I was like I was trying to be like very socially conscious. Like I was in a during Zoom. I was doing, like, there was classroom settings, right? And so I was, like, trying not to make the girls uncomfortable, so I didn't ask out anyone in class. But then the last day, I, like, sent out, like, a spam, like, message to all the pretty girls in my class. I did, like, 2 or 3 in class. And they don't know each other, so I hope they didn't know each other. So I was just, like, I sent some stuff out. And like, it worked, and like I got like 2 or 3 dates out of it, which was wild. And I just, but then like I do other weird shit. Like there was one time, early days, where I did like I didn't know these girls in my classroom, and I was like, oh, like I'm just gonna like go and just like Facebook message these girls and just say, hey, I think you're really cute. Like, do you want to hang out sometime? And I did that to a girl, and she came into the library, and like basically 2 minutes later after I sent the message, and then she walked right back out. So that was that. I'll give it back to Cinda.
Where can we find you?
Where can we find you?
You can find me at SOROUSHEETADAO. Yeah.
Woo! Hey, there you go. It's like, where the hell did everybody go? Go over there playing with your willy. The willy won't go home. Hey, change your deal.
It's legal.
It's either that or you're dating an Israeli. All right, so I just want to know, which way are we going, Billy? Are we coming up here? Let's give it up for Billy. Come on, let's do this.
Thank you, everyone. It's my second time here, trying to get more comfortable. As a newer comedian, my crutch has always been to just memorize my set from top to bottom and just mumble it as fast as possible and just get off stage. So I'm trying to work on that. So with that, in that vein, I have a question for you. It's more of just I need my curiosity piqued here. So raise your hand if there's a doctor in the building. Okay? No doctors in the building. Here's the second part. Raise your hand if you know the name of the gay bar in the Police Academy movies. No? Nothing? No. See,
I think
see, that's one. Exactly. There you go. That proves my theory. That I have a half-baked theory that if I were to ever have a fatal heart attack on an airplane, I'm more likely to die hearing the name of the gay bar for Police Academy, Blue Oyster, than being saved by a doctor. All right, so what's new with me? Let's see. I lost my driver's license recently. I went on a business trip to Nashville, and then somewhere between LA and Nashville, I lost my driver's license. And in telling people that I've lost my driver's license, I learned very quickly that there is such a thing as a dumb question. Because immediately, more often than not, people would ask, oh, you lost your driver's license? Do you have your passport? Like a passport, that's like, if I said that my car broke down and then someone responded, oh, your car broke down, do you have a limo and a chauffeur? Like passport, like first of all, we're in Nashville, what kind of accent do you think I have when I flew into Nashville requiring a passport? Like, I don't get it. Like, do you have your passport? You mean a solution to my problems? If I had a passport, I'd be at the bar drinking and I'm talking to you. You know? It was so annoying. I heard that, like, do you have your passport? Dozens of times. I should have stopped saying it. But, do you have your passport? It's just annoying. It's like, if I said, I lost my keys, and then someone said, "Oh, you lost your keys? Well, do you have your keys? Get out of my face." Anyway, let's see what else. Halloween's coming up soon in like 8 months. But I figured out who I'm dressing up as. I already know that I'm gonna dress up as Mr. Bean. Now, not only because I know I can just pull off the look, but also because I, as a Latino, a Mexican American, ¿qué tal? And all that, I realized that I can pull off 2 characters using the same costume. If I'm dressed up in Mr. Bean and someone I like walks up to me and asks like, "Oh, are you Mr. Bean?" I'll do something that Mr. Bean does, like shove my head up a turkey's ass, or paint my apartment with a bucket of paint and a firecracker, or torment a 3-wheel blue car for no reason. Like that one's kind of mean, I don't know, whatever. But and then if someone I don't like comes up to me and asks like, "Oh, are you Mr. Bean?" I'm like, "Mr. What the hell is that supposed to mean?" Like a Latino borrows his dad's suit for a job interview, and now he's got to be Mr. Bean. What the hell is that? And why's he got to be Mr. Bean and not Señor Frijol, you racist? And then I'll just jump onto my lazy boy strapped to the top of my car and I'll drive right home. Let's see. I like the people I've been admitting that they're anxious. We're human. You spent a good chunk just getting comfortable, and trying to learn how to do that. But like, I'm an anxious person, and like, for example, like one of the reasons, like as an anxious person, I hate being asked to pick a card.
Oh my God!
Please don't ever ask me to pick a card, because when you're asked to pick a card, you're inevitably asked to remember what the card is. And for me, like, I don't know what it is about my very short-term memory. I don't know anyone of your names. It's gonna take 3 months for me to learn any of their names. Like, I'm on a kickball team. It's been 7 weeks. I don't know if it's Jonathan or Jeremy. I don't know. I just call him J-Dog, J-Dog. Hey. But, like, picking a card, then having to remember what the card says after putting it back on the deck feels like remembering the cooking instructions after I threw away the package. Is it 35 minutes at 400 or is it 45 minutes at 300? Like, I don't know, man. But my card, I don't know, man. It was the jack-o'-lanterns or something. I'm sorry I ruined your trick. I mean, you think your day's bad? I just ruined my dino nuggets, man.
Dino nuggets.
I'm for sure gonna regret this next joke because it's just it's telling people this publicly. Okay. I am very ticklish. Is anyone here ticklish and want to use it, want it weaponized against you? But here's my defense of that. I'm violently ticklish. I'm so violently ticklish, I think if somehow I ended up in the middle of a UFC fight, my only chance would be if I were accidentally tickled. I might, be able to just get a knee in, an elbow or something. I'm so violently ticklish that I accidentally ended a relationship once because of my ticklishness. I was standing out in the balcony just looking straight out. She came up behind me, tickle, tickle. Oh my God. I am so sorry. Let me see your nose.
Oh my God.
Full Picasso. God. It's not that bad. It was pretty bad. Oh man, this was. Come with me on this weird journey.
Hell yeah.
We're already here.
So I don't have kids, never been married, so my brain just hosts a lot of useless information. Like something that's been holding a lot of real estate in my head for years has been this Domino's pizza commercial. It was around years ago. I haven't seen it in about 5 years, but it's the Domino's Pizza, world's fastest pizza box folder. I don't know if you remember that commercial.
Yeah.
It showed off, this guy full of pizza boxes. And the reason I think about this commercial is because I need to know whether or not this world's fastest pizza box folding skill was discovered or learned. If it was discovered, there's probably a cool story attached to that, like maybe when he was a teenager growing up in the Midwest or something, on Super Bowl Sunday, the town pizza box folder fell ill and he stepped in, saved the pizza store, the town, the community. Who knows? My point is, if this pizza box folding skill was learned, then I get instantly depressed about all those hours lost in pizza box folding practice. Like it's great that he's the world's fastest pizza box folder. It's great that he's the world's best at anything, but of all the things he can be the world's best at, one of those things has to be the worst. I'm pretty sure pizza box folder is going to make that list. But then again, might just be overthinking the whole thing. Maybe it just because I tend to overthink things, so maybe it's a very simple point of this commercial, and that is that he's just simply trying to show off that he's good with his fingers and knows how to work a box.
Oh.
See, I already ran into an issue that I'm working on, so by now I should have gotten the light, but I sped through my material, so now it's we'll see how this one goes.
20 minutes left.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
20 minutes. Yeah, I only wrote one more spare joke, so I'm gonna have to stretch this one. How's the normal? How do I didn't practice, dude. How do I?
Did you see it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just right now. Just right now. Go.
So like I said, I'm not married, live alone, I don't have kids, so when I'm not thinking about stupid commercials and things like that, I also like to talk to myself in many voices. And one that I picked up during the pandemic, Randy Newman, because one of my favorite impressions to do was Bill Cosby, but for obvious reasons I don't do anymore. Just kidding, I practiced it this morning. You see, you put the pill in the Jello. You sorry. But one I picked up over the pandemic was Randy Newman. I just started doing it after watching The Naked Gun too many times. It's like, but the song that I started practicing was Short People Don't Got Rhythm. But eventually I started doing You Got a Friend in Me. So I started doing, You Got a Friend in Me. I started doing that so often. I started realizing that maybe that song is not as family friendly as it seems. I don't know, if you think about it, You Got a Friend in Me. It might be about an awkward threesome. Think about it. Dale, could you ask your good buddy to get out of my keister, please? What I'm trying to tell you, you've got a friend in me. All right. My name is Billy Ramirez. You can find me at Old School, at our website, BillyRamirez.com.
Did you hear that? And it's Billy with a Y. Correct? Billy Ramirez. Guillermo.
Guillermo, that's right.
Guillermo. I was in love with a guy named Guillermo. And then he kidnapped the banker's wife.
Oh my.
And I didn't even get a cut of that. That's why I was so upset. But guess what? We're still working here, working there. Here we go. Hey, you ready to have some fun?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, because it's comedy on the run when you have the comedy of the one and only Art Bergen. Where is he? Art, where are you? Art. Okay.
All right, thank you. Okay. So everyone moves this. I'll move it too. How is everyone? That's good. That's nice. I want to do more crowd work, but it's hard sometimes because I pretty much only do this mic. Pretty much only also comics. So. But here, where'd you fly in from?
I did not fly. Come on, man.
Oh shit. Okay. What's your star sign?
A star sign?
Yeah.
What's your birthday? My birthday?
It's not even December what?
Fucking December. Thank you. What's your star sign?
Libra.
Libra. There you go. What's your star sign?
Scorpio.
Well, that explains it. If you can't tell, I don't know what these mean. But I'm really enjoying this new thing I'm doing to people. People really sometimes get mad when you do that. If you do it in a serious context, if you're like, there you go. But it's for one of two reasons. They either know what it means, so they're pissed off, or they don't know what it means, so they're pissed off. But either way, they're pissed off. I don't get astrology at all. Not really, but not in an angry way like I think a lot of guys do. I think a lot of guys get angry at astrology because their girlfriends are using it to explain problems they didn't know they had with words that they don't know what they mean. Like, Mercury's in retrograde.
Oh, God.
What the fuck is that? I think that's stupid though. Retrograde sounds badass. I want to be in retrograde. That sounds fucking cool. But it sounds like a bad thing from what I've seen. But yeah, I don't like it because I don't like guesses and I don't like spotty guesswork. And that's all it seems like to me, right? I mean, like, it's just guessing. And it's the moon guessing, which is even fucking dumber. Like, I just, like, my roommates are really into it. And, like, I feel like they're like, always talking about, oh my god, it's so accurate. And it's like, I think it's pretty accurate like 3 out of 10 times, right? And then 7 out of 10 times it's very specifically inaccurate. And those 3 times it's only accurate about how poorly I'm doing, which feels pretty terrible. Like they're like, I'll get home from like just a shit day, and my roommate Hannah will be in her room fucking reading, or whatever. And I come in, and she's like, "Hey, Will." I'm like, "Hi." She's like, "How was your day? Was it bad?" I'm like, "Yeah." "I had a shitty day, Hannah." "Yeah, I did." "Okay." She's like, "Oh, okay." I knew that. Someone told me. I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah." Do you want to know who told me that you had a bad day? Was it the moon? It was the moon. It's like, I don't even know this fucking guy. And he knows everything about me. I've never talked to this guy. I don't get how the moon knows so much about, like, how I'm gonna feel in like a week. It doesn't make sense to me. I wish astrology, this is a hilarious sentence because it doesn't actually, astrology literally means the study of this shit. But I wish it was about something else. I wish it was about something more relatable, like the weather during the day, because we all experience that, and it does affect our moods, right? Like, that's just true. Or parents. Like, everybody has had parents, everybody, and I don't know, plastic's everywhere. I can't get away from plastic, so I feel like I'm anyway, I wish I believed in it, that'd be great, but no, I don't. Because like I said, yeah, it only tells me I'm not doing well, and I know that. I'm doing poorly. I'm always doing poorly. It's great though, I have fun with it. It's like, I wrote a list down here, just because, it keeps going. I'm mentally ill right here, that's fine. And not in like in an internet famous way. More in like a wash my hands all day, like stand-up comedian kind of thing. My boyfriend and I broke up, and I had to set a timer for my roommates to cheer. It's a weird feeling. I lost my wallet, like, 6 months ago now. Sucks. I do have my passport, but it's been through the wash a couple times. They look at me weird at the dispensary. By the way, change my dealer. It's legal. I go to a store soon, though. When I'm home. Anyway. Sooner wants me in quarantine. There's a problem. I got skin issues. I'm still gay. My shorts are too long. I've been cold all the time. I'm smoking too much weed. So there's that. That's good. That's the only thing I got going for me right now. Oh, that's not true. My neighbor's paying me not to learn the violin, and I think that's good. I took one lesson. He wasn't having it. No, yeah, like I mentioned, I'm mentally ill. I have OCD. Which is a fun one. My uncle once asked me if that stood for one cool dude. I cried because I really wish it did, man. It doesn't. But the good news about OCD is that John Green just had a movie made about OCD. He wrote a book and it got made into a movie. If you guys don't know, John Green is an author who's known in my generation for taking like pretty bad like disorders or like things that people really struggle with and making 13-year-old girls want them really badly. The Fault in Our Stars was really big when I was in middle school, and that was cancer. And any tween girl I knew who had a friend with cancer was so jammed. And that's the good news, is I'm the new cancer boy. I'm literally so excited about this. I've been thinking about it nonstop. I have a lot of different kinds of OCD, so I think this could be applicable in many different ways. And these people who like The Fault in Our Stars, they grew up with me, right? So that, like, I could be at my school on campus. I have repetition OCD, so maybe I hit a curb or something. I'm like, oh no, I got to do that again. I'm like doing it again. Someone sees me, they're like, oh my fucking God. It's happening. Girls, come on. They fucking move in. They're like, it's okay, you can do it. They coach me through it. Just like, step forward, it's fine. I'm really excited for that. Or like I'm going to wash my hands again and some gay in the bathroom just like grabs my arm. He's like, no. Come on, man. You've done it enough. So I'm really hoping that comes in handy soon. And then if they get annoying about it, I know how to get them to go away. I'll just be like, yo, what's your star sign? Alright, thanks guys. Oh yeah, Will 16 on Instagram. Thank you.
Let's do that again once that mic's in there.
Okay. Will Boz 16.
There you go. Will Boz. Boz, like B-O-Z, right? B-O-Z.
Yes, ma'am.
Easy as candy. All right, you know what? I need some energy up in here. All right, I got your Adderall ready. Let's bring them up. Let's bring them up. Where's Patty? Patty. All right, let's get up Patty.
Patty, come on! God damn it! One more time for me. Yeah, this is great. This is great. We're having some fun here tonight. Tonight, I don't know if you guys know, it's free cocaine night. Give it up for free cocaine! I'm excited. I'm delighted to be here because, first of all, Angelo's here. He was great tonight. You were great. Man. You were really great. All you guys were great. But you had mentioned that you had either dreamed about or thought about pimping midgets. Was that?
Little people.
Because I'll share this with you. Some of you know, but a lot of you don't know. I had a brief but impactful career in adult entertainment in the adult film industry, and I actually directed dwarf porn. I did. Look it up, 1991. A little Trouble in Big Vagina. That's one of mine. And it was a difficult business to get in. You know, it was the late 80s. I started out as a stunt cock. And my career was cut short tragically due to a reverse cowgirl dismount gone terribly wrong. Young men, remember this. Never let a working stunt woman on top, especially one who's a part-time rodeo clown. I don't want to get into it, but you know, my career, I had some big hits though. You know, I was especially if you go to the aquatic section of Pornhub, you can find some of my work. There was a KY, the Wonder Jellyfish. I played an erect admiral. And there's a sequel. The sequel was Fuck Nemo. I was a horny seaman in that one. Won Best Underwater Scene, 1992. You want to get at the AVN? How about that? If you want something. But that was terminated. And well, a guy know what you did last summer. A horny doctor who's run out of tongue depressors. Then there was one I directed. It was for the urban porn market. The urban porn market. It's called That Rapper Broke My Crapper. That's Jiz Khalifa. If you know Jiz Khalifa was in that one. But the hits just keep on going. I want to take a moment and just stop all this fucking stand-up comedy. I will get to it, okay? Just wait a second. I want to talk a little about my life, share my life with you. Is that okay? Well, you guys know someone. So thank you very much. Give it up for Art. You know what retrograde means in my house is I'm not getting any pussy. That's just what my wife says when I'm not getting any pussy. You know, retrees in retrograde.
I would have that issue if I were a gay, buddy. But that has another set of issues you don't want. So.
You know what? It's all the same, right? How you farm your orgasm, I don't care. Farm your orgasm. It's a wonderful thing. Wherever they come from, why do we fucking divide over how someone gets an orgasm? Like, give it up for the LGBT community right now. Yeah. Right here. I'm going to tell you something. I have 3 beautiful children. As you know, I actually have 5, but 2 of them fucking annoy me. And my one son, I should have beaten. I should have beaten him. I remember about 5 years ago, I went to where I work 6 days a week, and I said, "Will you mow the lawn while I'm at work today?" He says, "Oh yeah, Dad." And I come back, and the lawn wasn't mowed. It was just, you know. And I said, "But didn't I ask you to mow that lawn?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, what?" He said, "I forgot." What if I forgot to get up and go to work tomorrow?
Okay.
Then you can mow the lawn, Dad. What's the problem? I should have beat him. But I'm going to give you guys a little insight. By the way, if you have children, clap. Anybody who's procreated. Anybody been a child? Any former children here? How about that? Okay. Let me give you guys a little good fucking advice, okay? If you call your parent by their first name, you are not the favorite. You are not the favorite. And oh, by the way, we do have favorites. We don't tell you because you get all fucking butthurt over it. You know, my son Mandrake calls me by my first name, which I think is his way of getting back at me for naming him Mandrake. But my son Mandrake, he lives an alternative lifestyle. Yeah, sure. Yeah, alternative. And look, give it up for the LGBT community again. Because if that's who he is, we live in a time where you can love who you want to love and be who you want to be, and that's a good thing, right? And if that's who he really is, I gotta love him. Because I'd hate to think he just started sucking cock out of spite. Could be worse, he could be a vegan. But here's the thing, I'm a little confused. Because, you know, the whole letter word appropriation is a bit alarming. You know, I come from a time where before the N-word was invented. That, you know, people don't know, a charming racist named Ronald Reagan invented the N-word in 1981 so he could mean the same thing and not have to say the word. You know, that's what he did. Before that, the F word was the only letter word because fuck was considered obscene at the time. But here's the deal. I get the L's, I get the B's, although most people don't like the B's. They're wishy-washy, you know, they pick a team. The G's and the L's never got along until recently. You know, they don't have a lot in common, right? The T's seem to soak up all the sunlight. They need a lot of fucking attention, the T's. That makes sense. And the Q's, we don't even know what that means anymore, my people my age. You know what I mean? The Q's? Here's what I don't get. You got the I's and the A's or the A's and the I's? Which one is it? Is it A-I, I-A? The A's. The A's are asexual. Whoever was ever persecuted for not fucking? Who was ever put in a camp for not fucking? It's the hardest part about being a single Catholic. And how do we know that these just are incels pretending they had a choice? Does that make sense?
Oh my God.
They didn't earn their letter word. There's obvious letter words that have been earned. By the way, I thought of you today. Asia Phillips from the WNBA said that Caitlin Clark is too white, too straight, and too pretty to be in the game. You say that to me all the time. But let's do something. Let's make some, pardon my language, reparations to the A's. Because I think we've missed the boat. What about albinos? Nobody gives a shit about but they've been persecuted for centuries, mythologized, othered. Their bones are covered in as good luck charms.
Oh my God!
A round of applause for the albinos. That A goes to the albinos, right? Give it up. Albino. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough of that. But there's lots of things in this world I don't understand. I have a daughter who's probably my favorite. She's my favorite. Sure. She's 29. She's a criminal lawyer. And I have to say something just so you guys know. I have no fucking education. None. I dropped out of high school to go to Cape Decoration School. That's a different fucking story. I flunked out. It was an inability to spell and a severe meth addiction. But I got what's called a GED, and if you don't know what those letters stand for, you probably have one too. So, my daughter, when she was in law school, by the way, I paid for her education. Thank you. Thank you. I paid for it, and I've educated her just to the point where she looks fucking down on me. That's a fact. But while she was in law school, all she would talk about is taking down the patriarchy. We're gonna smash the patriarchy. We're burning down the patriarchy. Do you know what I found out? The patriarchy is me. And I would just gently point out to her that the patriarchy is the reason she has 0 student loan debt. Patriarchy's been pretty fucking good to her. Wouldn't you agree? Pretty goddamn good. Sure. So we went to have Italian food, and the host mistook us for a couple.
Oh.
You know, anywhere else in the country, people tend to date within their fucking generation. Sure. But it's LA, and they sat us down, and my daughter looks across the table. She goes, "No offense, Dad, but even if you weren't my dad, I would never sleep with you." I said, "Why?" "Why?" She said, "Well, you're 61, and you don't have any money." I said, "Yeah, you're 29, an independent woman, you make 6 figures and drive a Jaguar, yet you're still on the patriarchy's phone plan. When does that end?" Exactly. So she just, I said to a woman when we walked out of the restaurant, I said, "You have a beautiful dress on that matches your eyes." She said, "Thank you so much. It's a nice view." I look over, my daughter's giving me fucking mad dogging me. "Dad, you can't just talk to women you don't know. It's 2024, and men have all the power in society, and when you speak to women they don't know, you're demonstrating that power. That is a microaggression." said, how the fuck do you think you got here? Do you think I sent your mother smoke signals? I microaggressed the shit out of your mother. I microaggressed her every fucking chance I could get. Do you know why, Alan? Why? To win her love. We couldn't slip into DMs. We couldn't swipe right, swipe right, swipe. There was none of that. There was no swiping. If we desired female company, or company of any sort, we had to stroll from our abode, put on clothing, enter an establishment where age-appropriate women congregated, walk up, look them in the eye, and make noises from a hole below our nose. It's called talking. A lot of you came from talking. 'Cause I remember the first thing your mother ever said to me. It's the Improv, 1992. She looked across the room and did this. For those of you that don't know what that is the original swipe right. It's called the come hither. I walked up. I looked at her. I was dumbfounded. She looked me right in my eyes. I was smitten. She said, Patty, do you know where to get any cocaine? And I knew it was really love because I really love cocaine. So did you. We just celebrated 32 years of marriage. How about that? So, if the apps aren't working for you, try some cocaine. It worked for me. You guys have been adequate. Thank you. Why? Keep it going. For the one and only, soon approved question.
Yes. Eating these potato chips. I'm trying to be nice. Now let's have the comedy of Alan Weiss. Where is it? Alan Weiss. Get it, Weiss man.
Bring the energy down. My level. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name's Alan Weiss. Thank you, even though you were just chanting it. Shrush just left. I was going to tell him that he thinks he doesn't know how to talk to women. I don't. Women will come up to me and start talking to me, and then I have my friends tell me, you should have asked them for their number. And I go, what are you talking about? They just wanted to say hello, and they're like, no, they wanted you to ask them out. And so that's my dilemma. My dilemma, yeah. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. That's why I'm still single at 41. I had a girl over. She was at my house. We were making out, and apparently I was supposed to make a move or something. I was supposed to go like, hey, do you want to go upstairs? And I was just like, hey, do you want to watch a Netflix special? I mean, I don't know. That's what you're supposed to do. She didn't make a move either, so I guess I'm supposed to make all the moves. Which Patty told me it's the patriarch. I'm not supposed to. But apparently you're supposed to. It's confusing. It's confusing. So I'm dyslexic. I'm also an accountant. And it's frustrating because I make mistakes. But don't worry, it's not fraud. Yep. Unless there's intent. I never intend to make a mistake. Unless it's in my favor. Yeah, I'm dyslexic. I hold the record of spelling because wrong multiple ways on an essay, 13. Each was unique. Good luck on figuring that one out. I don't know how I did it either. I thought they were all spelled right. So I'm an accountant, which is interesting because people think when you're dyslexic, it's just English, right? They think you can't spell. It's also numbers. So you got to be careful when you're quoting EBITDA, which is earnings before interest and tax, depreciation. They might mess up the number and flip it, and then they go like, "Wait, you're losing money?" I'm like, "Oh, shoot. No. It was 400 million." Mercury in retrograde. That is when. Okay, so how the planets spin. In the sky, when you see Mercury, the way it's spinning and how we are located, so they spin around the sun like this, we spin like this, but because one's going faster than the other, at certain points in time, it looks like Mercury is going backwards. Oh. And that's retrograde.
Okay. That does sound bad.
Yeah. Well, it's not really going backwards, it's just parallax. It's just anyway, that's education. Impart something on some people, right? I'm trying my best. I tried online dating, and I was dating myself because I was telling everybody I used dial-up. So apparently I'm online dating myself. That's stupid. Someone told me I write the stupidest, funniest, smartest jokes. I was like, well, that's nice. I don't know if I'm taking that as a compliment or insult.
They're both.
We're both. Atheism, I think it's a bad religion. It's a horrible religion. They don't even have a Bible. They don't even have a church. Like, what am I supposed to pray to? Nothing? Just go on my knees and go, dear nothing, please give me a car. I really need one. I don't understand it, you know? And capitalism is a great religion. You know, it's great because there's lots of books, lots of Bibles. There's Accounting 101. So that's a great book. There's it's very strict, that book. If you want one that's a little bit more loose because you're like a little bit more reform and not conservative, like, or orthodox you do accounting. If you want to be more reform, you do the marketing books, like marketing how to steal from people and convince them stuff, right? That's marketing. So that's an interesting religion. So that was new. I'm trying to write that. I was looking at the prophets in religion, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I was looking at the prophets and I was thinking, man, these churches have a lot of prophets, and I guess that's the baskets they hand out. But then I was like, maybe they're not referring to the prophets as the money they make. It's they name people prophets. Yeah, and I didn't realize that was the case. You know, I'm Jewish. I guess we're prophets, but we don't have a lot of them. We're like Moses, I think. But then I was like, why isn't Mary like Mary? I guess Jesus' mother. Why isn't she like the biggest prophet of all? Because she did have sex with God. I mean, I would say that's like top tier. Like that's like in my book. If I had sex with God, I'd be like telling everybody. Right? I'd be like, I'm the chosen one.
I missed this.
But then I go like, God is a man. God made man in His image, right? Which means He's really horny. Which means He had sex with a lot of Marys, and there's a lot of Jesuses, but a lot of them didn't do so well. I always wonder what happened to them. You know, the one who made it. But what happened to the other ones? Are they just in their mother's basements eating chips and watching video games? They're like, carpentry is enough for me. I don't need it. I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of wonder. And then and then I go, yeah. So that's interesting. There was more to that joke. Now I can't remember the rest of it. I was trying to rant on that one. But it was interesting, you know, when you think about religion. It's interesting stuff. But it's good for people. You know, it's good. It helps people. I had nothing wrong with it. I was on a date with this girl, and we brought up, I was on a date with her, and I brought up grandparents, and I told my grandfather survived the Holocaust. And she said, mine did too. I was like, oh great, you're Jewish. She's like, no, he was a Nazi. Not the same thing. Followed by really, really awkward silence. And then great sex. Great sex. I am an accountant, and I wanted to start my own televangelist show for accountants. Just so I could go up to people and go, you've been balanced. Yeah.
Wise man.
Right, and then take all their money and run.
Yeah.
Because those guys make tons of money. The televangelists, shoot. My dad always told me to start my own religion. And I found that all the major religions are started by men. It's weird. Women, come on. Pick up your pick up your game. I want a woman. I want a religion from a woman. You know, because it'd probably be pretty good. I mean, there probably wouldn't be that many killing. Things would be probably a lot neater. You know. I mean, it depends on who you are. My aunt's pretty messy, so I don't know. I'm pretty neat. But so let me think. My boss, I work in public, not public. I used to work in public accounting. I work in as finance and corporate finance for a clothing company. And when people find out, they get pissed. I was at this wedding, and she's like, "I hate men because you invented the bra and it sucks." And I was like, "Whoa! First off, it was a woman, and second, if it was a man, it wouldn't exist." But if it was a man, he'd be in Velcro. Easy to take off. Okay, thank you very much. My name is Alan Weiss. You can find me at Alan W. Weiss on Instagram. Thank you so much.
Wow. Sexiest account alive. That's what happens. Now don't forget, if you guys want a copy of your tape, that's going to be copy your tape. Where the hell do you think you're going? But you're so funny. We're going to do it right now.
Well, I'm up next. Right?
Yes, I'm sorry. You're a healer. Where are you going? Why are you getting mad at me?
I thought if I got up, you would say I was up next.
This one I got to get from Liverpool, so let's get him up here. He's going to be 18-wheeler. Let's get him up here. Let's get him a wheeler. Come on.
Put it together for the host. How's everyone doing tonight? For God's sake, make more noise than that. It's the LA Comedy School. It's my second week here. I lost my virginity last week. I'm still in pain. You still see me limping. You know what happened. The quality tonight, I will let you know, will be a little bit lower. I had a tooth extraction at 2 p.m. today, and the lidocaine's still kind of wearing off. But I think I'm fine. I'm going through an identity crisis. Can I get some support from you guys? Yes, thank you. When I go out in LA, they tell me I look like Bruce Jenner. Does anybody see it? A little bit? Last week, I asked Bruce Jenner. People said Bruce Jenner, but I'm now getting Christopher Reeve in a wheelchair. Applaud. Let's try it. Applaud if you think I look like Bruce Jenner. Come on, let's see how much we get. Wow, nobody. Okay, what about Christopher Reeve in a wheelchair? He's son of a bitch. God.
That's too good.
I'm mixed. I'm half American, half English. I was produced in a pub in the southwest of England after 4.5 gin and tonics Beefeater. And in honor of that, I went to West Hollywood just to order a Beefeater. I went to the counter, I'd like a Beefeater gin and tonic with extra ice. I waited, the gin and tonic didn't come. Eventually the guy came up and he walked up to me, he looked me straight in the eyes, he goes, "Good evening, I am your Beefeater." And I looked at him and I said, "That's the strangest gin and tonic I've ever seen in my life." Can I do some new stuff today? How many of you were here last week? How many of you were here last week? Some of you were here? Okay, I can do some of the stuff. Well, you never get tired of me. I like that. Look, I'm out here to promote British culture, all right? We have an Irishman over here. Are you Irish? I am. Very good. Now, he can't get mad at me because the English and Irish have a problem occasionally. But my mother's last name is Murphy. Huh? Fine name. There you go. All right. So we're going to promote British culture. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do a British menu. If you like the food, cheer. If you don't like the food, you shout bloody awful. Can I get a bloody awful? Bloody awful. Wow, that's not bad. Okay, we'll start with fish and chips with vinegar. Okay. Liver and onions with mashed potatoes and gravy. Bloody awful. If I add some mustard, anyone take that? This one is not my favorite. It is a dessert. You can Google it after I get off stage. Spotted dick on a bed of rhubarb with vanilla ice cream. I'm not spotting any dicks tonight. Bangers and mash. We got one bangers and mash, and this should be on there, but it's not. Banger and take her to the International House of Pancakes. That's about all I can afford right now. I'm going through a little bit of financial. So anyway, the lidocaine probably will wear off at some point. Well, I was going to do a bunch of new stuff tonight. Oh, my mother said, oh, here we go. She wants the new stuff. I got some new stuff. My mother said, she called me from, she's living in Florida, but she goes to England all the time. She called me from England, and she said, could you visit a friend of mine in a nursing home in Encino on Ventura Boulevard? I said, sure, what's the deal? Well, she's 92 years old. She doesn't have much visitors. So I went out there, and I got into this place. The place smelled of S-H-I-T, don't say the word. I'm trying to keep it clean tonight. Horribly, just the worst place to be. Don't end up in that place.
So I go there and I meet Marjorie and I say, Marjorie, you know, can I tell you something? This place really sucks. What are you doing? She says, no, this is a fantastic place. I get the best food. We get everything delivered by DoorDash. And I can have sex with anybody in here. What the hell's going on? Because anybody in here. Roger, will you have sex with me? Roger goes, yeah. Bill, will you have sex with me? Yeah. John, will you have sex with me? Yeah. Patty, will you have sex with me? Good. So, just to prove it, I'm gonna get Patty to come at 8 o'clock at night tonight and bang on my door. So Patty shows up, bangs on her door. She's stripped naked, she's ready. She's had some good food from DoorDash. In walks Patty, and before Patty can do anything, she says, stop. I just want to let you know, I have acute angina. Patty looks at her and says, thank God, because you got horrible tits. I'm trying tonight, I'm trying. Support me for God's sakes. Now look, I'm working on a couple of things. People say, why? I've only done comedy for about a year and a half. Why did you start comedy? It's very simple. I got kind of a dare, because I don't do a lot of daring things. And I was doing a class in voice work, and the lady said to me, go out and do something crazy. So I first went up to Ventura and I did my first comedy show up there. When I came back, I said, how was it? Well, actually, people laughed. So I went back and I've been going back ever since. That's my story. I'm going to try a few voices. Is that okay? Yeah. Now these are hard. I'm working on them, so be understanding. So this will be, we'll start with a Frenchman. He's just arrived here at the LA Comedy School. Hello, I'm Jean-François. I'm from Paris. Je parle français couramment. I'm here to see LA Comedy School. I do not look like Bruce Jenner. I am very sexy, and people ask me, are American women easy? And I say, no, they are not easy. They are very, very easy. I'm Jean-François. I'm gonna try Ricky Gervais. Does anyone know who Ricky Gervais is? I'll try Ricky Gervais. It's my first time for Ricky Gervais, so be kind. Okay? You ready? Hello everybody, nice to meet you. I'm Ricky Gervais. Fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. I'm from England, not this nitwit here. I'm really from England. And I'm a comedian. And people hate me because I did the Academy Awards and I told everyone to fuck off because I just wanted to get a little cooker and cook my banger, and they say you're environmentally unfriendly. Meanwhile, they're flying planes across the Atlantic. I'm Ricky Gervais. Mexican. I am actually 2% Mexican. I took the DNA test. This gentleman knows. I took the DNA test. He saw me last week. I took the DNA test. I'm 98% white, straight Caucasian, which is the most boring, but I am 2% Mexican. So I've been working on my Mexican accent. Put it together for me. Put the Mexican accent. Por amor de Dios, ¿qué está pasando aquí? No soy mexicano, soy gringo. Me llamo Chris Wheeler. I'm really not Mexican. I am gringo. I'm Chris Wheeler. That's my Mexican. I was gonna do African, but I don't want to offend anybody. Anyone get offended? African from Congo? Anybody? You okay? Everybody's okay with it? Okay. Can I do it? Can I do it? Okay, here we go. Oh, he's from Florida. I love that. All right, here we go. This is African. My name is Kwesi Amir. I am from the Republic of Congo, seeking independence and justice for all nations. They call me Crazy Kwesi. Do not come to my house with one pair of underwear. You need to wear at least 3 pairs of underwear. That's Kwesi Amir. Let's see what we got left. How much time do I have?
2.5.
Okay, 2.5. Let's see. Yeah, you know, England and America have 2 different systems. If you go to America and you want to order food and you go to a restaurant, people are increasingly give you great customer service, right? If you go to In-N-Out. So, for example, if you go to Burger King and you're an American, I'd like a Whopper with cheese, hold the mayonnaise, extra mayonnaise, wash your hands with antibacterial soap and toast my buns in a lid to go. Oh yeah, no problem. Here you go. Thank you. In England, if you walk into a Burger King in England, at Liverpool, for example, okay, you'll go in there and you go, hello, yeah, could I get a cheeseburger, please, with extra cheese and toast me buns, and can I get some extra mayonnaise on the side? What? You want what? You're going to get a cheeseburger with no cheese. I'm not toasting your fucking buns because I don't know you. Get the fuck out of here. Welcome to England. I'm Chris Wheeler. Thanks for listening to my Ramblers. My Instagram is Chris Wheeler Voice. See you guys next week.
Yes. I love when they have that beautiful accent. It's a no, you go, no, you, no, you, no, you. Say hi to everybody. Hi, honey. Say,
Yeah, very good.
are you bothering me? No, say hi to everybody.
Hi, Viva!
All right, bye. Thank you. Let me tell you, there's no business like show business. And it's funny you say about the relationship that I have with this young lady, because we absolutely have some kind of relationship that people think this white child is mine, okay? They don't think my daughter is mine, okay? They don't even think my daughter is mine, but they just look at her and they just say, this is your daughter, and she just goes along with it because she's scared. You're petrified to have you as a son, but I always said if I had a son, they'd be gay. Has to be, because they would love me. Girls don't love you like gay boys. Come on, they love you. So in this room, you see so many things. You see so many people going in and out, and one thing's for certain, that this person I'm bringing up, you're going to see a lot more than just in this room. Is there potato chips all over my mouth?
No.
Okay. Well, you were talking at those from last night. Anyway, hello there. I didn't say that to you. Oh my God, it was shocking, right? Too old for that. Okay. And you guys are so supportive of each other, and it's a beautiful thing. And I was going to say something before. I came up here with a purpose to say also, if you guys want to do a podcast, if I didn't mention that, you can do that here. And yada, yada, yada. I will see you guys on Monday. I've got to get ready. I have a lot going on, but I want to tell you that this is definitely the apex of the show. And get ready to sit back and enjoy the talent of the one and only Samantha Linderman.
So many things on my hands from you guys. We started with bras, we started with boobs, so I think I should start there. Anybody ever seen a boob? No, I'm kidding. It's I had an open mic. The answer's no. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, you guys. I'm literally joking. You guys look in the mirror probably all the time. It's where we get our material. No, I'm kidding. I remember being a child. I was just talking about this today, and I saw a man running with his shirt off, and his breasts were larger than mine, and I was like, how is this allowed? You know, like the aerodynamic, I was worried. I wanted to walk up to him and I didn't work at Victoria's Secret or anything, but I wanted to be like, do you need help? Like, I don't know, it was just like, it was really bouncing, and it was distracting, not in an attractive way, but again, concern. I remember I think Alan does a bit about, what's it called, that a man didn't invent the bra, but oh, I forgot what my joke was. I remember your joke and I forgot mine. That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
It's hard. Okay, I'll just tell personal experience. I mean, there's nothing like going to get a. First of all, if you guys, I mean, you guys can't see on camera. This is a total bra-wearing crowd. It's not. Can you hear the testosterone in the room? Can you? But what's it called? He's like, first of all, don't go with your mom. Like, you have to. I mean, like, she drives you and like she pays for it, but it's like you don't want her in the room. You know what I mean? It's like, but she has to be there, and then everybody has to hear what you're talking about in the fitting room. It's like a fitting room is so small for, you know, a growing girl and her mother, but there's nothing like the what's it called, the fitting room attendant being like, I was your size after I breastfed my twins. I was like, why would you say that to me? Why would you say that to me? I'm preparing for my bat mitzvah right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not on my mind. Like, that's not on my mind. Like, I'll talk about my twins, you leave your twins at home. Who's watching your kids? Woman. I turned into my dad very quickly. No, I'm kidding. Anybody here have dads? No. We're at an open mic. No, I'm kidding. I gotta stop. I love comedy. I love comedians. I love you guys so much. It's really been a fantastic night. Speaking of incels, no. I think incels are so fascinating. Like, the fact that that's a word, like, if I had known what that was, like, I feel like I would, like, at a certain age, I would have been walking around saying it was that I was. You know what I mean? Like, what do they do if, like, a girl comes to, like, the meeting? Do they meet? Why don't they have sex with each other? I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's solutions. You know what I mean? There's so much, so many people out there for you. I'm just saying, incels. There's an incel out there for you. I don't know. It's just maybe stop being yourself. Something. I don't know. Maybe there's like an alternative course of action. I had a great Zoom with my psychiatrist. He doesn't really say much. He can't really get a word in edgewise with me. I use those 30 minutes, which is actually 25, which is actually 23 because he comes to the Zoom late. You know what I mean? He's such a sweetheart. I love him. Dr. Majid, he's not watching. I had to break up with a therapist because she wanted to come to my comedy shows. And because my old therapist was actually her wife now, and she said that I reminded her of her now wife, and I was like, you guys need to leave me out of this. You need to leave me out of this, and why am I not invited to the wedding? You know what I mean? You're bringing your fucking French bulldog, but not your favorite patient. I'm so confused. I took a break from therapy, that's why I'm here, no, I'm kidding. But I was so good at therapy that I convinced my parents and a licensed FMT, family marriage therapist, whatever, like LMFT, LMFAO, LGBT Pride Month. Anybody live in West Hollywood? I do. I love it. It's so much fun. My neighbor really viciously screamed at my roommate, who's also my cousin, who's also my best friend. And he was like, some people want to sleep at night. Some people don't want to be woken up at 1:30. Do you know what day it is, sir? It was June fucking 1st, okay? If you think our movie was loud, like the streets were alive, like he should be happy. Like people are free, people are happy, assless chaps in the wind. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean our movie was too loud? People are fucking like loud. Like I'm walking my dog and it's like May's before June. May 31st, and I'm hearing shit, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, your lights are on. Like, it was crazy. Yeah. That'll make you feel like a freak when you stop with your pit bull by somebody's room. Just be like, that can't be real. I was like, porn or real? I don't know. It just didn't sound. I mean, I was judging. It was like, there's always judgment in my head. Anybody Gen Z? Anybody here Gen Z? Yeah. I'm so proud. I'm so proud to be Gen Z. Yeah. People think I'm on my phone all the time. I wish I could throw it in a river. There's not a day that goes by where I don't, if I'm so lucky to see a body of water in Los Angeles, that I just don't think I want to throw my phone in it. I hate it. I try not to look at it. I have to answer, and it sucks. There's a couple ways to know your Gen Z. If you ever, this is an old one. 3 ways to know your Gen Z. If you ever tried to use your vape as a flashlight, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's like, it's just quick, it's just easy. You might be Gen Z. I said flashlight, not flashlight. They changed the shape of the flume, I think, because of that. That's a niche one. That's niche. No, that's really like, that's for my people. There's nothing like having to come out to your parents as queer and then having, a total inclination towards men, and then also having to come out to your parents again as vaping. Like, I quit and I had to call my mom and be like, Mom, are you sitting? What? What is it? What? Oh, God, tell me! It's like that video Show It To Me, Rachel. You know what I mean? Like, that's my mom all the time. Like, my mom is always in a state of mind. And I was like, I'm vaping, and she was like, why are you doing this to me? You know what I mean? It's crazy. That's the classic line. What do you want to bring upon the family? Like, it's just very, like, it feels like I'm in, like, a Disney movie musical, and, like, my ancestors are, like, singing, you know what I mean? Like, we're not like that, so I don't know what the fuck that's about. Incels. Guys, oh my god. Okay, what else? The moon. I'm totally, like, here's my thing. I'm not like, I'm kind of indifferent about stuff. Like when it comes to like astrology, like people are like, do you really believe it? Like, go into your head, like, do you believe it? Like, do you believe? I'm like, I don't believe in anything. Like, I don't really have many beliefs. Is that sad or is that just like real? I don't know. But like with aliens, like I feel like people are like, do you believe in aliens? First of all, I think if you think that we're the only things here, like how are you alive? Like I'd be dead. Like if my only hope is that like someone else is out there, you know what I mean? But I don't really care. If they came here and they came to my door and they're like, I'm from outer space, I would just like lay down and be like, kill me right now. I'd be like, no, just murder me. Like, could you kill me, please? Please kill me. Like, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be probed. You could do whatever. You could do whatever you want to me after I'm dead. Call me the Marilyn Monroe of the human race. No, that's disgusting. That's horrible. She's amazing. Well, that shouldn't have happened to her. But I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, to the aliens, like, if you need me that bad, like, pick me, choose me, probe me. Kill me. Somebody, well, who is it that elbowed somebody in the face and you said Picasso? There was a girl at Jewish sleepaway camp, but when we all went on a trip, not like a drug trip, we went on a trip to another country, whatever. I'm not gonna get into it, but the name that the boys would call her Picasso because her facial features were fucked up. And nothing made me want to be a boy more. I'm like, that's so cool! That's so cool! You guys get to do that! That's so cool! I want to be able to be like that. Those guys were the first ones to tell me to do stand-up. They would always sit in the back of the bus, and they're like, come here. And they're like, you're funny. And I'm like, really? I was like, fuck women! I hate them! Whatever. Yeah, I'll get you guys a walk. Like, you know what I mean? I was really like, it was really kind of like that. I was one of those people who got jealous, or I would fantasize in the John Green sense of like, oh my god, if I'm in the hospital, then like my crush will come visit me and everything, like whatever. And then I was recently in the hospital for my wisdom teeth. I could talk about teeth extraction. I mean, you have my heart, right? Like that's why I'm like scared. Are you okay? How are you feeling right now, Chris?
I'm feeling good.
You're good? Okay, keep an eye on it. You never know. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not projecting. But you never know. You never know. These dentists, man. These fucking dentists. Notice how I'm not saying doctor. You know what I mean? Like, doctor's got a great ring to it. Doctor's got a coat and shit. A dentist can walk in, like, fucking fly down. Like, weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. Never tell your dentist that you're a comedian.
Oh,
you're never held more. You guys might think you're held hostage right now at an open mic. Okay, first of all, this was a great night. Give it up for yourself. Real laughs, real comedy. I didn't feel like I was forcing anything. You know what I mean? I feel like faking a laugh is worse than faking orgasm. I think a little part of yourself dies every time you do that. But if you tell a dentist that you're a comedian and then they start trying jokes on you, first of all, I can't even laugh if I wanted to. Fucker, you have a fucking scalpel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm so glad I can tell you this and not get canceled. And he's like, right, Esty? And Esty's like, yes, dentist. Whatever you say, dentist. Esty's gorgeous. She's the most gorgeous. I mean, I could only see her eyebrows with a mask, you know what I mean? But you can tell by somebody's eyebrows. Sometimes people would tell me, I love your eyebrows, you look like Brooke Shields. I was like, thank you so much. And he was like, remember the movie Blue Lagoon? I was like, when she's a child prostitute, you're a freak. I love you guys so much. Who's ready for our headliner tonight? Welcome back. Like, this isn't your first time. Welcome back to the LA School of Comedy. We have missed you. Danny, everybody! Sweet.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So this upcoming presidential election will be the first one that I get to vote in, and I'm starting to, thank you. I'm starting to really understand all the sides coming in. And a lot of people have been saying that Biden is slowing down, and that's what's drawing them away from them. But like, I get what he's seeing. Like, I've been hungover before. Being 81 is just like being hungover. You wake up at 6 a.m. and the sun is too bright and you're confused. But if you just gave Biden like one of those TikTok shop skin tight frozen hangover pants, he would be like, can we just like take a step back and look at Israel like real fast? Trump, on the other hand, is kind of like the drunk guy that didn't stop drinking, and it's 6 a.m. and he drinks a beer and he's like, we're gonna get my friends out of prison. And how are we gonna do that? We're gonna break down a wall. We're gonna make Mexico do it. My name is Daniel, but a lot of people ask me, do you prefer Dan, Danny, or Daniel? I don't like any of them because it means that we'll be interacting again. I don't do well with second interactions. I got harassed at In-N-Out the other day because I like rolled down my window and the guy came up. He was like, what can I get for you? I was like, cheeseburger. He was like, you want a drink? I was like, do you have Pepsi? And he looked up and he was like, no. And I was like, okay, Coke. And he goes, yeah. And I was like, all right. And then I drove away. And I went to the window to pick it up, and they were like, did you ask for Pepsi? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, and then I had to get out, but they didn't give me any food. Do you make some noise if you know who Brian Urlacher is?
Yeah.
All right, great. He's like a 6'5", 285 Hall of Fame linebacker, played for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
One of my idols. He's on every billboard in Chicago. And when I was in kindergarten, he was hooking up with my kindergarten teacher. Which you find out and you're like, that's badass, and then you're like, she taught me colors. Like, she's 4'11", he is a behemoth. Like, it makes you a little uncomfortable thinking that she's just getting, you know, bear down. I'm in college right now. I'm a Jewish student at a Jesuit university, and thank you, it's hard. The first week I got to school, my mom was like, you should check out Hillel, like it's like this Jewish club and everyone's there, and I'm like, all right, great. And so I asked around, I was like, do you know where I can find Hillel? And they were like, yeah, it's in the basement of the church. It feels wrong for a couple of reasons. The first is you couldn't be putting us closer to hell. The second is, like, they could have been, you should give them the benefit of the doubt. They could have been trying to help us. Like, Jews that want to feel safe, what's the safest place that Jews feel? Under the floorboards. I like to challenge myself, so I have been listening to jazz in the shower. Because in jazz, every 15 seconds, there's an abrupt sound that could have been someone at your front door. There's a woman that I am madly in love with that I've never met. Her name, she's the mother of someone that I went to high school with, whose name was Grace Shelley. The woman's name was Shelley Shelley. Yeah. She married into the last name Shelley, and I think she should just drop one of them and be like Zendaya. She should just be Shelley. There was also a kid in my grade whose name was David Davidkoff, and he started dating Grace Shelley, and so Shelley Shelley was the almost mother-in-law of David Davidkoff, and I find that intriguing. I think that's all I'm going to do. Thank you guys. You can find me on Instagram at Daniel_Sola.
Yeah! Give it up for Daniel Danny. And Jackie, you just want to come and say hi? You just want to say hi to everybody or no? Jackie, how you feeling? You good? Jackie! Give it up for Jackie, everybody. Get your butt up here. Woo! Just say hi. Just be like, I'm Jackie. Just
like come here and I will be the intern for 2 months. Yeah. I come from China. Yeah. Nice to meet you guys.
Where are you going to school?
I'm going to Chapman.
Chapman!
For 2 months?
2 months?
For 2 months, you're going to be here?
Yeah. Just short time, but
Are you studying film?
What?
Film?
Yeah, I'm doing screenwriting and going to film school then.
You're going to film school?
She's making films.
It's like QA. But yes.
Yes, Q&A with Jackie.
What?
Do you have a favorite movie?
I like darker movie now, like Black Swan. Like a woman turned wicked. Like, like that too, so. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Ready? You have a question?
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue.
Where'd you get that color?
Good color. Good color. Good color.
What do you think?
Wait.
What's your favorite type of shot? Like a dolly, a pan, something else?
A what?
Shot. Camera.
Oh, this is.
I like static because I'm lazy. I don't do.
You know Ozu? He does only static shots. Is a brilliant director.
What? Who?
Ozu, the director Ozu.
I didn't learn.
Well, you know.
Sounds like a Greek liqueur.
What year are you in college?
Yeah. Oh, I go to grad school. Like, I just finished my college.
Oh, so you finished undergrad. You're going to grad school at Chapman?
Yes.
Oh, first year?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, your experience here at the LA School of Comedy, 1 to 10, what number would you give it?
She's looking at me.
8. Parents born here. So great. Nice to meet you.
I mean, come on.
I mean,
Give it up for Jackie. Yeah, you were kind of right. She's usually here before me, and she is always well dressed. Guys, I thought this was the music next term. Anyways, have a great rest of your night. I've been Sam. Give it up for Jason Ham, everybody. One more time for Jackie. Soon to We miss you. Mark, we love you. And I love you guys. Have a good night. New York, if you're watching, go to bed. It's late.